drugs are now decriminalized, okay? So the drug activity that you see, I can do nothing about. I can't arrest them. I can't send them to jail. I can't do anything.
Yeah, the last time they just arrested one guy, probably like a day and a half, and I see again.
Well, he probably was out in about an hour. It just took him a day and a half to get back. But I can't control that. Who controls that is you. Because when the DA's office asks what you want done, you need to send emails to the district attorney and phone calls to the district attorney. When the vote comes up again, because the reality is he won the vote with over 70% of the people, you have to vote no, right? And you have to vote because there are 4 times the amount of homicides that we have had historically in the last few years.
Catherine, what do you attribute that to?
Well, it's attributed to a lot of things. One of them is, like for the shootings, I'll attribute it to the lack of the Gun Violence Reduction Task Force. That's part of it. Part of it is the DA's office that is failing to prosecute some of these cases, like the riot. When you come out publicly and say, I will not prosecute anybody who does property damage, who does minor crimes, da-da-da-da-da, why wouldn't you come and do that in the city of Portland? Did you have a question?
I do. I live across the MUP, the multi-use path, which runs along I-205,
yes,
which is on state-owned land. And it's got no trespassing signs all over it. And I've got violent, dangerous anarchists occupying that land since April. And since June, since the George Floyd death, it's been intolerable.
I've been telling the police this since June, since these riots started, and you think that they'd want to go down there and pick these people up before they went downtown to cause problems. And nothing's happened.
So,
it's very frustrating. Every night I see them, 9:30 to 12:30, they're getting picked up.
but
Every morning they're getting
I don't
dropped.
have a legal reason to go arrest them just because they're in that camp. I can't legally move the camp. I can't legally arrest them because they're homeless or because they're living in a camp or because they've done anything. They haven't committed a crime.
So what you're implying, though, is that these are the people are being picked up.
Absolutely, I know
And
that.
they very likely are. I'm not disagreeing with you. They very likely are. But I don't have a crime on them. So I can't go and sit there and wait for them to get in the car and go arrest them while I have no crime.
Before I came here today, my neighbor stopped by and told me that his car was broken into last night and that these people are going to be here for next week. I said, why do you say that? He said someone just came by and gave a week's worth of food.
Yep. Yeah.
So, I've got high school gals, 3 or 4 of them come by and they're handing out water bottles to me. Do they not get that these are criminals?
No.
No.
No. I can't move them.
Okay.
So again, I've been with the police for almost 27 years, right? When I came on, loitering, meaning standing and blocking a sidewalk so people couldn't pass, was illegal, and I could arrest you for that. Illegal camping, meaning you're sleeping on a park bench, I could arrest you for that. At the very least, I could move you for that if you were there or threaten the arrest. I had tools as law enforcement to move what you see now. I don't have those tools anymore. And what you are implying, which I completely understand and truly sympathize with, is that at some point in time the neighborhood's going to take over and they're going to take care of the problem themselves.
Period.
The problem with that, I'm hearing you, the problem with that is, one, the likelihood of you getting hurt is pretty significant because these are people that they don't have the conscience that you have, and they have lived on the streets and done more horrific crimes than you will ever imagine doing, so they don't have the same thought processes that you do, so you and your neighbors most likely will be the ones hurt. And if you take the law into your own hands in a way that you can't be defendable, you will be the one that sits in prison next to them.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
No one here wants to see
Yeah.
that. You have one point of contact, which I'm sure everybody has heard of, and you probably sent photographs into, and you've called 500 million times. I hate to tell you this, but here's the reality. If you call every day for a week, and then you don't call for a month, every day you don't call, you go down their list. And you're not a priority. The people that are priority are the people that call every single day, that send pictures from multiple neighborhoods every single day.
We were taking the money from the police and they were redistributing it more to like the Cahoots project, something like that. How is that going?
Well,
It's a lie.
they took $15 million for that program. They have hired 4 people to do a pilot project here in East Precinct.
Right? Has it started?
No.
Next month, I heard. I heard
No.
it started. Okay, that's what I heard.
So maybe by the end of summer. But they haven't figured out the dispatch part of that yet, about how they're going to go, what calls they're going to take. They haven't figured out any of the dynamics of that yet. So at earliest, maybe July. So
Where's the money?
you're going to have to ask City Council where that money is. I can't answer that for you. I can just tell you it's not here and it's not in that program.
Okay, that's why I thought, why are we paying property taxes if they get to live for free on the same, on public property that I can't use because now it's not public?
That's a question to ask your City Council. That's a question to ask your City Council. Because
What these people have are weapons, the green tasers, and metal pipes and other things. So the city is picking up and destroying evidence and obstructing justice.
No, not at that point in time, because there is no proof that any of those things were used in any of the crimes.
Well,
or any of
they're all
those things.
destroyed now, so you can't, you know, look at them.
We wouldn't do that anyway unless we took them off of.
I'm not saying, so now the taxpayers are gonna pay to house these criminals.
Yeah, we're paying for it, and they're getting free bus tickets from wherever they came from to Portland because we'll feed them, we'll house them, we'll give them free cell phones, and we'll bring hot meals to them. And then we will come and pick up the garbage.
Correct. And
So-
in the
the
middle,
negative for you is if you call in a traffic complaint because somebody is speeding on your street, it is unlikely that anybody will come out and sit on your street to do traffic control, okay? Because they won't be there.